Seeds of Hope. Pray for the children. Part 1. While we were praying about child trafficking in Nigeria, I saw a dark corridor, and then when I went through a door, I saw that it was a factory. I saw a very young girl. Her face was quite dark. She was a picture of a dark Nigerian girl lying on the floor, and I saw that she was naked. She looked like she was just about 12 years old. I heard her trying to get my attention to help her in the vision. She was shouting, "Auntie, Auntie!" And then I looked at her, wondering what was wrong. I realized that she was completely naked, and few seconds later, I saw this beast-type looking man who was armed with weapons. He came into the room the little girl was in and dragged her away. When he did this, I noticed that she was just one out of many naked children lying on the floor in this factory. I saw that she was just lying among a pool of people. I noticed that there were different machines set up for different purposes still in that factory. As this beast dragged this young girl, he stopped at some point, and then he began to cut off different parts of her body. He cut off sensitive parts of her body, then he put them in a corner. Then I saw him go back to the area where he had picked the first little girl from, and he, that is the beast, picked up another little girl. This particular one, he took her to one of the machines. This machine was to cut off body parts in a neat way, and physically it had a manifestation. The impression I had was that this will be used for witchcraft, rituals, or something of this nature. I saw another machine, and I got that this was designed specifically to squeeze out their hearts and organs out of their bodies. It seemed like how the machine would work is that the child will go through the hole, and then there's a point in it that a mechanical claw will dip into their chest and bring out their heart, and then the heart will be passed to another sector of the machine. Then this part of the machine will squeeze out the heart completely and drain it of blood. Then when the organ is completely drained, what looked like a bean-sized white seed would be removed from the heart and placed in a jar comprised of more white seeds gotten from the same procedure done on some other children. I got that these seeds represented their hope in life and a future. So they were not just taking their body parts, they were also taking their hope. There were some that they were taking both their body parts and then their seeds of hope, which were intended originally to germinate and grow more as they grow older. These seeds belonging to different children were kept in a jar. There was another group of beasts that were destroying some children completely. They didn't take away anything. They just put them in a furnace and burnt them. So those were the three major acts I saw in that factory. I felt very heavy and burdened while seeing this. I think at this point I was just weak and I was crying, and then that's when this song came to my mind and I started singing it. He is the Lord. Every knee will bow and every tongue will confess that Christ is King. At this point, it seemed I was being reminded who the true Lord is. 4th July 2022, Sister B.A. Copyright Gamut.